everyone, and welcome to my channel if you're new here. Today, kind of in the spirit of Cinco de Mayo, we're going to be making some homemade Pico de Gallo. Now, this shouldn't be too difficult, so let's just go ahead and get started. Okay, so what we're going to need is 6 Roma tomatoes, some cilantro, 2 limes. You can use 1 or 2, I prefer 2. Jalapeno, red onion, and then we're going to need a pinch of garlic powder, a pinch of cumin, a pinch of pepper, and about a half a teaspoon of salt, and then a clove of garlic. I'm just going to use this because I didn't want to break open a new head just for 1 clove, so minced. So I think the first thing that we're going to start with is cutting up the tomatoes. All right, home stretch. Am I boring you guys to death yet? All right, quite a bit of tomatoes. So now let's do the cilantro. I'm only going to use, I think, about a 1/4 cup to start with, then I can add more as needed, because one of those things, once you add it in, you can't really take it back. So. And I like cilantro, like, oh, especially on a street taco. Yum. But it can be overbearing if there's too much of it in the pico. Okay, I'm gonna start with that. I'm gonna cut up these limes before we do the hot stuff. I don't have one of those hands, you know, juicers. I just have a big one that I use for oranges. I'm not really gonna bother pulling that out for these. I'm just gonna squeeze them. All right, so let's start with the onion. So we're gonna use half an onion. Excuse me, absolutely not. I'm just gonna cut it right in half. I think that ought to do it. Now that I'm officially crying over here. Onion. Now we're gonna cut up and seed the pepper. I'm wearing gloves because I don't even want to risk getting jalapeno on my face. I've had that happen before. Like, I washed my hands and everything, and I still, like, I kind of rubbed under my eye, and my skin was burning. You know, you only gotta live through that once for you to know. All right, got our jalapeno. So about a half a teaspoon of salt, more or less to taste. Teaspoon of garlic. A teaspoon of garlic, because 1 teaspoon is about 1 clove. All right, so we're gonna do a pinch of garlic powder. A pinch of pepper. And a pinch of cumin. I've never added cumin before, so this is my first time. Obviously, if you don't like any of this stuff, leave it out. Let's give this a stir and kind of see what we're dealing with here. Oh, it looks beautiful. Yes, not too cilantro-y. So that is what it looks like, if you guys can see in there. Give you a little spoonful. I'm just gonna try a little bite, see if I need to add anything else. I'm just gonna add the rest of this. All right, and there you have it. That is pretty much it. Now you're just gonna wanna cover it and stick it in the fridge to kind of let all the flavors marinate together. And I believe technically it's like 30 minutes, but in my opinion, the longer you can wait, the better. But yeah, see, pretty easy. The hardest part is just cutting everything up. Well, that is all I've got for you guys today. Thank you so much for hanging out, and I will see you in the next one.